Two NBA playoff games last night, three more coming at you tonight. A trio of game twos, starting with the Nets and Celtics. Brooklyn's big three scuffled early, but got it together, combined to score or assist on 98 of their 104 points in game one. The Clippers are looking to avoid a two-zip hole and will try to keep Luka in check. He recorded his third postseason triple-double in just his seventh postseason game. And LeBron and the Lakers also trying to avoid going down two games in their series. LeBron has never faced a two-zip series deficit in the first round in his career. All right, let's bring in someone who knows something about this. It's Kendrick Perkins on this Tuesday morning. So, Perk, right now, Caesars Sportsbook by William Hill has the Lakers as a slight favorite tonight in this game. Who needs to step up for them to avoid this two-zip deficit?
Well, Dave, listen, it's easy. It's Anthony Marshawn Davis, okay? He has to come to play. Last game, he acted like he was allergic to the paint. Not be settling for these jump shots. DeAndre Ayton had it his way against him. AD has to dominate. He only had 5 free throw attempts. You got to establish your identity in the paint, establish jump hooks, lobs to the basket, attack, be physical, and not sub. And when you look, the Clippers is next, right? Can somebody please stop Luka Doncic? He is just having it his way. I thought Pat Bev and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard were elite wing and guard defenders. Well, they're not. And then on the other side, if the Clippers want to win, they have to make shots, 3-point shots. They were number one in the league in made threes as far as field goal percentage from the 3-point line. They shot 27%. They were shooting so hard off the glass, Dave, I started ducking in my house. They got to make shots. They got to defend Luka Doncic if they want to get this win and tie this series up.
Yeah, we'll see how much Kawhi is guarding Luka in this one tonight. All right, let's talk about the Nets and the big three. As I said, they started out a rhythm in their playoff opener, Perk, and then they got it together, and then they just rolled. How can the Nets avoid another slow start?
Well, they just got to make shots. I mean, it's just that simple. They're talented. In the first half, they got wide open looks, the shots that they wanted. They just didn't fall. I mean, you know, when you look at Kyrie Irving, he was just attacking Kemba Walker. And KD, he was just going at Jason Tatum. Like, this big three is so dynamic on the offensive side of things that you don't even worry about that. The impressive thing to me was that they held the Celtics to 93 points. They're going to score buckets. They're just that talented. But can somebody tell Kemba Walker and Jason Tatum that the playoffs have started and that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are going at their necks right now? Please, somebody tell them. Give them the memo.
Yeah, get the memo out to Kemba and Mr. Tatum. Let's get going here. I tell you what, though, Brooklyn right now, it looks like they're titled to lose if those guys stay healthy. They really look good in game one.
Hold on now, Dave. I know you watched Milwaukee last night.
Well, okay. All right. I also watched them in game one. They struggled a little bit in game. Perk giving us...
You my guy, but we ain't going to jump the gun on that.
Okay. It's a long postseason. Absolutely. Perk giving us the NBA knowledge on SportsCenter AM.
Max just mentioned the Mavs were at Staples. Luka leading Dallas to a 10-point win over the Clips. The Lakers were on the road, falling by 9 to an unstoppable Booker. And now we bring in Kendrick Perkins. Big Perk, good to see you always. I like the blue. I will get to you in a hot second, sir, and I know you'll be with us for a minute. Stephen A., I'm coming to you here. Which LA team can least afford to go down 0-2?
Well, before I answer that question, I want to say, Kendrick Perkins, I like the blue too, but you wear a lot of white shirts. I would like to see a little light blue shirt up in there to sort of accentuate the blue blazer. I mean, it's just a little tip, okay? Just a little tip, my brother.
Police.
That's right. Okay.
I'm just saying, Stephen. I got to take baby steps. Okay.
I got you.
I threw away the gold chain. All right.
Okay.
I threw away the t-shirts. I'm coming more suit and ties. I'm gonna step it up.
I got you. I promised you I was gonna take you out for a few shirts. I got you. Me and you, baby, during the finals. We gonna do that. I'm gonna take you shopping. Now let's go to this. The Clippers, man. The Clippers. Let me tell you something right now. Max, KP, When is Kawhi Leonard gonna step up and remind us of what the elite defender it is that he's supposed to be? Last time we saw him in the postseason prior to this weekend, Jamal Murray was dropping 40 in a game 7. Before that, even though they beat the Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs, was that not Luka Doncic's coming out party in terms of his superstardom when you saw how he performed in the playoffs? And now Saturday, this brother comes out, drops another 30-31 with a triple-double, and now finally we hearing, well, Kawhi Leonard may spend some time guarding him. Well, where the hell you been? The fact is that he's the dude that came to L.A. to take over. He's the dude that said the crown with the New Balance commercial and the convertible is the new sheriff in town, okay? That's him. Clippers didn't show up. Forget all of that. That happens. All right, fine. We look at Paul George and Kawhi Leonard as stars in this league, and Kawhi Leonard is a superstar in this league, not just because of what they do offensively, because they play on both ends of the floor. Paul George can lock you down. We've seen him do it. All right, Kawhi Leonard can lock you down. We damn sure have seen him do it. But against Luka Doncic, the brother giving it to them. And we all know what Dallas is without him. Why would you not prioritize stopping that brother? I'm sorry. The Dallas Mavericks, if the Clippers don't win game 2, Clippers losing this series.
Look,
I believe they're going to win game 2, but they better.
If the question is who's going to look worse losing their first round series, then I'm with you. You got two-way wings, LeBron and Wade, Jordan and Pippen. You get paid to show up now. I'm not even going to debate that. But who can least afford to go down 0-2 is actually the Lakers. They can least afford. Like, Clippers lose home court to a team that gave them problems in the playoffs last year. Lakers already didn't have home court and lost game 1. And that was with a compromised Chris Paul. Compromised Chris Paul. No, the Lakers are playing in the Suns a better team. And I thought Dallas was going to be better than they were this year. There was, COVID issues and Porzingis injuries as always. The Suns, I thought, were also going to be very good. And if anything, they were even a little better than I thought they'd be. The big question mark on that team was, ironically, their number 1 overall pick. The DeAndre Ayton, who's already pretty good. But that was but how's he going to deal with Anthony Davis? Pretty good game 1. I mean, at least game 1. Forget about how AD will respond. Like, right now, Ayton looks real. And that's on a team with a backcourt like Chris Paul and Devin Booker, and they already have home court, and now they won game 1? No, the Suns should have never been a 3-1 underdog in this series. 7-5, 8-5, something like that. Not even 2-1. And now they won game 1? Clippers will look worse if they lose to the Mavs, but the Lakers can less afford to go down 0-2 to a higher-seeded team and a better opponent than the Clippers are facing.
You know what? You know what's crazy, Max, is that I'm down here in Austin, Texas, right? And I was down here for an AAU tournament coaching my son. And while I was at the gym, a lot of people came up to me and they said, hey, man, why do you pick on Max so much? And give Max a break? And then you come on here talking like this, and I can't help myself. Because for the simple fact is that you, of all people, know that the Clippers cannot afford to go down 2 to the Dallas Mavericks, because you have been on record saying last year if Porzingis didn't get hurt, what did you say would have happened, Mac?
Dallas would have beaten them, obviously.
Oh, okay, cool. So with Porzingis, and now Luka has the confidence that he has against the Clippers. By the way, everybody's showing the monster highlight dunk that Kawhi did over Cleveland and all that, and I get it, right? But nobody saw how Luka put Patrick Beverly in the dungeon and talked noise and said he's too small, too bleeping small. Luka has the confidence against the Clippers. By the way, the Clippers, they lost 2 games to get the Mavericks. You don't think to get the Mavericks. You don't think the Dallas Mavericks have a chip on their shoulder going in there and saying, hey, this is what y'all wanted. We about to give y'all everything and more. The role players are not scared of them. Porzingis is not scared of them. Right now, the Clippers cannot afford to go down 0-2. When you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, this is the same story from last year. They went down to Portland. They was down game 1. We criticized Anthony Davis. What did he do the rest of the series? He came out and dominated in great fashion. We watched the Lakers do it in the second round against the Rockets when he was going against P.J. Tucker, and everybody was saying, how is P.J. Tucker at 6'5", 6'6", handling AD? He got to dominate the paint. The rest was history in that series. So look, I'm not worried about LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers against the Suns, especially with a not healthy Chris Paul. I am worried, and everyone should be worried about the Los Angeles Clippers against this Dallas Mavericks team.
First of all, Perk, first of all, the Dallas Mavericks team that was unfortunate, had bad luck not getting by the Clippers last year was because of a Porzingis injury. But before that, Porzingis had been coming on. This Porzingis is not that Porzingis. That Porzingis was a better version and made the difference. Luka Doncic is always confident. What do you think? He's going to go into a series not confident? He's always confident. He's always a killer. But he doesn't have the same help from Porzingis, at least going into the series, that he had last year. And meantime, what you're not, yes, Chris Paul is compromised, but you, as much as anyone, have been banging the drum about the effect he'll have on DeAndre Ayton. Looks good so far.